Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Kasa Spot Pan Tilt camera. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So on the front here it says 2K HD video, Starlight night vision, motion tracking, secure local storage, looks like up to 256 gigabytes. We see some of the same things on the side here. We have 2K HD video, live view with two-way talk, Starlight night sensor, pan tilt in real time, patrol mode, motion tracking, secure local and cloud storage. This here talks about the app. This talks about the 360 coverage. So let's get this open so we can take a look. Here's a quick setup card. It says download Kasa. So that's the Kasa Smart app. You can get that on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Next, plug in your camera and then click add in the app, and that will walk you through the setup. This is a notice that they use open source software, so that's really nice that they're disclosing that. And then they have information where you can learn more about that. This looks like a drilling template if you want to mount the mount somewhere. Pull the parts out here. Here's a power adapter. This is a USB power adapter. Output is 5 volts at 1 amps. Get the other accessories out. Here's a mounting plate, and here's a power cable, and then here's the camera itself. So this is a pan tilt camera, so this can pan 360 degrees and then it can tilt up and down. Now this didn't say anything about zoom on it. I'm very sure it does not have optical zoom on it. It might have some sort of digital zoom. We'll see when we get in the app. Digital zoom is very limited, so even if it has it, I see why they didn't put it on the package, because no one should rely on that for like really zooming into things. So you can see there are rubber pads on the bottom, and we have that place where we can put the mount. So that has a nice firm grip. Looks like we have a speaker there. Under here we have a reset button, and we have a slot for a micro SD card, so you can have local storage on this. Let me get the cord out and see how long it is. So I got around 10 feet on this, so this is a nice long cord. So this is USB-A on one end and micro USB on the other. And here we have that mounting plate. So that goes on here, and that will twist in to lock. So I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have this screwed to anything. It could make it a little difficult to take off of here, but that looks very secure. So if you wanted to mount this on a ceiling or something, you could screw this in. It does come with screws and anchors, and then you could clip this camera onto it. So let's get this camera plugged in. Here's the micro USB port in the back. I'll plug that in. Plug that into the adapter. There is some plastic on here. I'll pull that off. Okay, so I'm going to get on my iPad here. So I have already installed the Kasa app. You can just go to your app store and search for Kasa and you'll find it. And I've created an account. So I'll go to the plus here. I'll say device. I'll say cameras. I'll say Kasa Spot Pan Tilt. It says plug in your camera and place in the area where you'd like to monitor. Make sure the area has a strong Wi-Fi signal. I'll hit next. Look at the front of your camera. Is the LED light blinking orange and green? It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it is. It says go to your iPad settings and join your Kasa Spot's Wi-Fi network. Return to Kasa to continue setup. So I'll do that. It says connecting to Kasa Spot. Now it's having me choose a Wi-Fi network. So this is one of the Wi-Fi networks in my area. You'll enter in your password. I'll hit join. It says connecting to Kasa Spot to your home network. It says, let's give this a friendly name. So I'll just name it Spot Cam. Now, if you have multiples of these, you'd probably want to name it based on the location. If you're using it for monitoring a baby, you might say baby cam, kitchen, garage, things like that. It says activity notifications. Your camera can alert you to when it detects motion. You can adjust your preferences later from the camera settings. I'll say enable notifications. It says 24/7 recording allows you to record every minute of every day with an SD card. You can change your choice in the camera settings later. I don't want to do that right now, so I'll disable that. It says mount your camera. I'll say I'll do it later. Now it says it's ready to use. I'll say sounds good. It says Kasa Care free trial. Try for free or not now. I'll say not now. It looks like the Spot Cam is updating the firmware automatically. So I'll say update now. Okay, it says the update is complete. I'll hit done. It says, welcome to Kasa Spot. Kasa Spot unlocks new features in the Kasa app. Swipe on to see what's new with the Kasa Spot. Look around. Kasa Spot can tilt up, down, pan left, right, almost 360 degrees, giving you complete freedom to focus on the angles important to you. Event alerts. Configure push notifications to notify you when your camera detects motion. Just visit the camera settings. Let's go with one-tap viewpoints. With viewpoints and your Kasa Spot, you can quickly jump to any area in your camera's view. Activity zones. You can monitor a specific portion of your camera's view for motion. Configure activity zones in your camera settings. Check recorded videos. You can check recorded videos at 24/7 recording in the live view page. I'll say get started. It says your camera can discern people from other kinds of motion and send you person detection notifications. You can modify your choice in the device settings later. I'll say skip for now. So let's tap on the Spot Cam. It says confirm your first viewpoint, so I'll say sounds good. I'll say sounds good for now. It says you're all set, I'll say done. So now I'll use the control at the bottom to pan. So this is also capturing audio. It's coming through on my iPad, so it's kind of echoing. Now if I hit the microphone on my iPad, it'll ask if I can use the microphone. I'll say don't allow for now. I may have screwed this up. Okay, I'm still going. I'm doing a screen recording, and sometimes if you allow microphone use, it screws up screen recording. So I'll leave that as is for now. So I'll go to the right. You can see my 3D printer there. Scroll up. I'm going to pinch in. Okay, so you can zoom with this. I'm doing a digital zoom, which I suspected. Let me turn my volume down. So I will adjust this a little bit. Okay, so I'll hit the plus in the upper portion of the screen. Let's go to the left now. And I'll hit plus again. So now I'll hit the first button in the top. That goes to the first viewpoint. I'll hit the second one to go to the second viewpoint. And I'll hit the third one to go to the third viewpoint. So if you had this in a kid's room, you could have one pointing at their crib, one pointing at their play area, another pointing at something else, and you could hit the buttons. You can easily jump between the three. It can be a little tedious to pan and tilt manually with a camera like this, or any camera like this, so I really like those little quick links there. So let's go up to the settings in the upper right. Here we have camera. We can turn it on or off. We can change the name. We have detection and sensitivity. We can turn on detect motion or detect person, and we have sensitivity sliders. We have listen for sound. We have 24/7 recording turned off. We have record audio turned on. We have notifications turned on. We have the camera settings. We have activity zones. I'll tap that. We can see I have 3 of 4 viewpoints set. We have motion tracking. We have patrol mode. So this will patrol between your viewpoints. We have video quality. So we have 2K, which is 2560 by 1440. Then we have 1080p and 720p. It's currently set to 720p, which is the data saving mode. Video rotation is normal and upside down. So if you have this mounted on a ceiling, you can switch it to upside down. Night vision is set to auto. The status LED is on, so you can turn that off if you want this to be completely dark. And then we have welcome guide, wall mount guide, 24/7 recording guide, and device info. So I'm going to up the video quality to 2K. And I'm going to insert a micro SD card. I'm inserting a SanDisk high performance 128 gigabyte card. So this is the card. I have it labeled up. Okay, have it inserted. Okay, so I'm on my workbench right now, but I'll put this camera somewhere where I can demonstrate more of these features, and then we'll take a look at it closer. Okay, so I have the camera set up in my garage. And I have the viewpoint set up. So this one is pointing at a kayak. This one's pointing at the silver car. Oh, I had that backwards, actually. First one is the silver car. Second one is the gray car. Third one is the kayak. So I'll go to my settings here. I'm going to turn on 24/7 recording. It says the format is not supported on my SD card, so I'll say format card. I'll say format SD card. It says it may take a few minutes to format. Okay, now I can turn it on. And here below it tells our available storage. I have 113 gigabytes available. Next, I'll go to detection and sensitivity. I'll say detect person. Then I'll go to motion tracking. I'll turn that on also. So now I'm going to walk in front of the camera. You can see it's tracking me. So at the bottom, I'll go to 24/7 recording. I'll hit get started. Okay, and it says it has not recorded anything at the moment. So I'll close that. Okay, so I'm going to turn off motion tracking. Okay, I'll go into my settings also, and I'll go to notifications. And I'll turn off this automatically limit notifications, so that will only send you one every 5 minutes, but I want more than that. So I'll step out of frame. Now I'll step into frame. Okay, there we go. It took a second. So now it says Spot Cam has detected a person. So if I tap on that, it will take me into here, although I was already in the app. So I can go to 24/7 recording now. I can tap on video, and here we can see the recording. You can see it's tracking me. So next I'll cut to a video sample of recording in the dark. So I'm back in the garage at night, and it looks like there's a light on in here, but there's not. I'll turn off the camera light. And this is what it looks like with the night vision turned off. So you can see a little bit of light out the windows. It actually looks brighter outside than it is right now. It is pretty dark out. And you see a little bit of light coming from the garage door opener. That's a very dim light. So it's really using a lot of gain on here. So I'll turn the night vision mode back on. So what this is doing is it's projecting an infrared light, and infrared is invisible to the naked eye, but the camera can see it just fine. So now I'll walk out in frame. Hopefully I won't trip over anything. Okay, so now I'm in frame. We turn around. Now I'm looking directly at the camera. You can see I got a notification there that the Spot Cam has detected a person. So now I'm not quite 20 feet away, and I'll walk towards the camera. So of course I can also pan and tilt in this mode. So that's the Kasa Spot pan tilt camera. This is a very versatile little camera. It has lots of features on it. It has night vision, it has motion tracking. You can move it around to see different parts of the room. So instead of putting multiple cameras in one room, you could just have one camera and then use it to monitor the space. It's very versatile. You could use this as a baby monitor, and then as your child grows, you could repurpose it for something else. You could use it in their playroom. You could use this to take care of pets. This has the two-way audio, so you can use it to communicate with people. You could put this in a garage, office, living room. You could use this for your small business. You could mount it on a ceiling so it's kind of out of the way. I like that you can install an SD card in here so you can have your own storage. You can also use the cloud storage services too. So if you're looking for a small wireless versatile camera for indoor usage, I think this is a great option to look at. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.